Hello, America. It's me, Willie J. Mitchell, Sr. I am the son of Willie J. Mitchell, Sr., and I'm the grandson of Willie J. Crenshaw. My father changed his name. He was the only son to join the military and go to Okinawa and participate in the battles that the United States say we were doing for the freedoms and the rights that we all are supposed to share. Well, we know how that has been going. That's why I'm here. Two of my mother's three brothers also served. I'm here to exonerate myself and to get reparation from the state of Georgia. Now, I do have a lawsuit against Jason Westcott of the Roswell Police. This lawsuit is for libel. He slandered my name. It's in the books where he's repeatedly made this filthy lie about me, and he messed up and came to Cobb County when I was in a civil suit against people for trying to get my driver's license back at one of those schools. He showed up and he said I threatened to kill him. I told the court, that's a lie, you committing perjury. The judge told me that his statement wasn't relevant to the case, so there's no perjury. I got mad. I went and saw the district attorney. I was ready to stand up and there. They told me, well, file a civil suit. So I did. Now, the problem is, his lawyer, I sued him for $20 million. That's just the tip of the iceberg. But it's like one of those block towers. If you pull the right block out, all of it comes tumbling down. And that's what my goal is, to make the whole filthy judicial system of Fulton County come tumbling down by telling the truth about him. His lawyer said that this case should be dismissed because Jason Westcott never received an anti-linderment notice. Well, that won't work. I set the court a reason why this motion should be denied, and I want a speedy trial with the jury, fair and impartial, judge and jury. The anti-limited notice was filed in federal court. They even gave us a case number. I waited for them to respond. They never did. But finally, they got a lawyer, and Jason Westcott is saying that what he said was true. Well, we're going to court, civil court in Cobb County, not Fulton County, where he had protection. This started in 2006 by the Alpharetta police stopping me, assaulting me, and separating my shoulder when Westcott in Roswell advised them not to let me go to North Fulton Regional, but to go, that was only a few blocks away, where I lived in Roswell with my sister, Robin C. Mitchell, the former assistant federal prosecutor of the Justice Department, and now the head of the legal department for Bank of America's compliance builders. She had a little girl. I'm divorced. I got two little boys. My wife eventually passed away. But at the same time, before that happened, I had the stepkids with me too. So I'm raising 5 children, stay-at-home dad, till they fixed my back and I was able to go back to work driving tractor trailers. After that, I had a car accident. And Jason Westcott, after hearing I'd been in a car accident, Officer Garcia, I want to thank you again, Roswell Police Officer Garcia, for getting in this car when we were T-boned by a white van running a red light. While he was in this car, he made sure the helicopter got there to fly out my son who was dying. He saved his life. My sister's daughter, yeah, her daughter was in the back seat. I picked them up from school. And he said nothing about the smell of alcohol, nothing about blurred vision. How can you have blurred vision when you're knocked out? Slurred speech, only thing he said was, I said the white van ran the red light. I wake up to this idiot hitting me with his fist in my head. I come to, he hit me again. I'm being treated for traumatic brain injury. The doctor told the nurse, let me know as soon as he regains consciousness so I can evaluate him, and I want him to stay overnight for observation. He didn't care, because I was just another N-word, and he wanted to help his buddies that had already whooped me and was in trouble. Jason Westcott, City of Roswell Police, Georgia. That was 2006, July. Now, here's Ian Johnson of the Roswell Police Department and James Spivey. I'm no longer staying at my sister's house in 2009. My son and I have an apartment because I'm not driving now. My tractor's gone. I'm back to square one. On the way home from a restaurant that we used to take the children, football banquets would be there at this restaurant. I'm walking across Cheshire Bridge into crossing the red light. They call me over. They assault me. I get home. I'm sick. I call 911. Before I could put my clothes on to go to the hospital, they kicked my door in. She did, Ian Johnson and James Spivey. I'm naked on the floor. They picked me up, put me up against the wall. My hands up against the wall. He sprayed my leg. He got a gun back me. She got down in between that wall and performed oral sex on me. He said that Jason Westcott is giving you a gift of a cavity search. It hurt so bad I screamed out in pain. My son, Willie Jr., said, stop hurting my daddy. Now they know a child is watching her perform oral sex and him doing a homosexual act on steroids. So they told him to shut up and sit down. I begged him to do what they said. Next thing I know, Ian Johnson, is taking me outside naked. I begged her not to, because at that apartment wasn't nothing but black and Latino families there. I begged her not to. I said, families and children, well, don't do this. Now I'm in the living room. My son is living in the bedroom. All my clothes are there. My son gave him a pair of blue shorts. She said, I ain't putting them on. I'm taking them outside naked and charging them with indecent exposure. And that's what she did. James Spivey walked behind a hole in the shorts like he's her puppy. Next thing I know, I'm bent over a car. All the little children. I heard one little girl, though, say, Poppy, can they do that to you? He's cállate me up, por favor, cállate. She patted me down again, butt naked, handcuffed me, put me in a car, roped me again, and took me to jail where the Roswell police finest was standing there clapping like she just knocked out Mike Tyson in the first round. I'm on the floor for 8 hours before they take me to the hospital, North Fulton Region, where I was cuffed, hand and foot, for over 24 hours. Now I'm back at the jail in general population. On the third day, we over 3 days, well into 3 days, over 3 days, over 8 hours, they take me back to the hospital. I get my strength back. I said, man, this is the most racist crap I've ever seen, because I'm still handcuffed, foot cuffed with a policeman there who won't let me make a phone call. I told him, this is the most racist thing I've ever seen. He said, we're going to kill you, and if we get a chance, that N-word president, talking about President Barack Obama. I started screaming for the black nurse and the doctor. He gets up and runs out. I said, don't let them take me back to that jail. They ain't let me make a phone call. I've been over there for going on 4 days, and They ain't booked me, charged me, fingerprinted me, let me talk to my sister who's a lawyer, nothing. He said, don't worry, Mr. Mitchell, they will not take you back to that jail. But it's a white doctor. He, they sent in somebody to con water, a Latino, Roswell, policewoman. Now it's Mr. Mitchell, I was the N word and all that a minute ago. Will you sign this? You can leave on your own recognition, on your own recordings. I said, I'm waiting on the sheriff and the FBI. Y'all said y'all gonna kill me, and after what I've already been through, I don't have any doubt you will. She said, you don't understand. They're only charging you with public intoxication. I said, damn, I was at home waiting on an ambulance. They'll never make that stick. So I signed it, and she took me home. They wouldn't even let me call my sister then. So I go to my sister's house. I go to my doctor, following orders from the emergency room doctor. Next thing I know, he sends me to North Side Mental Health. And being familiar with mental health procedures, because I majored in psychology at Texas A&I University in Kingsville with the University Year for Action program that was formed by President Jimmy Carter. Thank you. He asked me, did I want to hurt myself or someone else? I said, I damn sure ain't going to hurt me. And if I wanted to hurt somebody else, I wouldn't be here talking to a psychiatrist. I said, they're not going to break me the way they did Brian Nichols. Tell you why I said that. Brian Nichols' mama begged them to take, if you're not going to take him to trial, get him a psychiatrist, because he ain't used to being treated like an animal. They will break in a black man in Fulton County, same way the slave master broke Kunta Kinte. Couldn't take it no more. Toby, I'm Toby. Well, I ain't Toby. The next thing I know, I'm getting arrested and charged with a terroristic threat. I go to court, and this woman, the assistant district attorney, Linda Koski, and the former district attorney, Paul Howard, she told Judge Craig Swall, there he is, Craig Swall Sr., that I said I was going to kill Jason Westcott and I was going to go Brian Nichols. The judge, my sister, the federal investigator, assistant federal prosecutor, heard him say while he was looking at me like he wanted to jump off that bench and take me out and lynch me, said, you don't deserve a trial. My sister said, he's biased. He needs to recuse himself. Never happened. He was over the car accident and the terroristic threat. Never went to trial. Susan Edline with the Alpharetta case went to trial 3 years after it happened. And I had a public defender, Scott Harrison. Wonderful guy. The same dash cam video that my private investigator, Ron Lloyd, couldn't get from Alpharetta or the solicitor's office, he got it from the solicitor's office. I went up there and watched it, and he said, this will exonerate you. Because if they got the dash cam, they got to have the audio. The jury's gonna see that. Next thing I know, he's no longer my attorney. They get this joker from Roswell, Dennis, I hate black people Murphy. You're a gutless coward. He and Jamie Lynn Mack, a black solicitor, assistant solicitor, young black woman lawyer, stood in pretrial with me in the middle of her and Dennis Murphy. Watch that dash cam video. Same one I had a copy of. Same one Scott Harrison gave me a copy of. The solicitor's office gave me a copy of. Got the raw Alpharetta policeman on the witness stand, Officer Hart, of everything they supposed to ask, and then she got to the dash cam video. He said he don't know where it is. She subordinated perjury from him because she said, didn't y'all move to another building and that's why you can't find it? He said, yes, that's why we can't find it. I'm like telling this backstabbing white fool, we got him. We got him. Little did I know, the fix was in. He didn't ask me nothing about the video. Next thing I know, I'm found guilty. Because she subordinated perjury and was committed collateral misconduct while she sat on the bench. So did he. Nah, my black woman judge from Howard University, Myra M. Dixon. She went to Howard University. My sister graduated from Howard University Law School. I go there for the public intoxication with the dash cam. She wouldn't look at it. She let him take my son that watched the woman perform oral sex on me and Brokeback Mountain jacked up on steroids, do his job, and take me outside naked. Took him outside and threatened him. She told me I was guilty of public intoxication. Would not, because she wanted to protect the judicial system, malnourished, sick, white children. Ian Johnson, James Spivey didn't want them to pay for kidnapping. You can't hold a man over 72 hours. False imprisonment. They through. It's still standing. There ain't no statute of limitations. That's why I got a $250 million lawsuit against the judges, the police, and a couple of the lawyers. I filed anti-limited notice in court. But I still got my $20 million lawsuit coming up in Cobb. So y'all stay tuned. They didn't break me. The only thing they could have done, the thing they feared most, was me telling them, just like a child molester feared a child or tell somebody that raped a babysitter scared she gonna tell. Well, ain't no sense in being scared now. I'm gonna talk about this one. He in the mix too. Mathers, you look it up. It's Willie J. Mitchell versus Mathers in the state of Georgia. They're gonna pay me. I'm not afraid. I'm afraid of God. I was in the valley of the shadow of death, but I fear no evil for these 16 years. The valley of the shadow of death. But my God was with me, and now He maketh me lie down in green pastures, and He has restored my soul. See, they fight for 15 rounds. I trained for 35. I'm a Jack Johnson black man. An Ali. Nelson Mandela. Couldn't break him. These are men you just could not break. And I grew up respecting them kind of men because they were the kind of men my father's father, and my uncles were. And the rest of the black soldiers that have sacrificed so much to still be treated so bad. I'm Willie J. Mitchell, a.k.a. a professional black wrestler. Look me up on YouTube. In fact, look this up on YouTube. Social media, you are a blessing to people who are deprived of justice in this country. Thank you.